Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Packers defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Buccaneers sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the run is Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Gage going to go in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 33-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
52.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the Packer first down.
Steal.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Read option, this is White. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing. Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key in because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action this time with Love rolling to his left.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw again. He's got White here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action. Love to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Love now to pass on first down.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Love will try with his legs.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Love, they go play action now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and 3.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. very difficult task right now.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll change things up. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
34. Buccaneers 10. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 8. Touchdown!
Rashad White
from 8 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Play action this time with Love.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, break. Watch out now, 50 series. Go red.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Second down and 6 now.
Hey, cross field. Hey, full field. Check, huh?
Love with a give to Dillon.
Shifts past him at the 45.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready.
I can't believe you play. I can't believe you let you play.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Let's go now. Ready?
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and the run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and the rock. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both friends. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fat song. Pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running up. She pay a bill, she it up. 50 seconds, speed, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop it, the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black dog.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey.
24 kind VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the thumbs. Only one model with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rincon, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on, lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop? Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm Negro with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these I got diamonds in my sock. Might be funny like a
You understand up? Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream.